stable move, yeah. So.
Hello, LifeVantage. This is Darren Jensen coming to you live from our studios again here in Salt Lake City, Utah, at our global headquarters. And today is a continuation of our Doctors series. And as always, this is one of my favorite series. All of our series are my favorite series. But it's really where we get to spotlight some of our medical professionals. And today, we're proud to have Dr. Natalie Chevreau with us, who's our Senior Vice President of Research and Development here at LifeVantage. Thank you for being on with us today.
Thanks, Darren.
But before we get started and really learn a little bit more about Natalie, because you probably see her on stage, and you know that she's really vivacious and loves to sing.
Yes.
If she breaks into song, I will not be breaking into song, because that would be bad, because I can't sing. But before we do that, let me give you a couple of announcements. First, today we're going to be giving away some product like we always do, and we're going to do it on our Vitality Stack. So we'll give away all 4 of these products, and if you want to be part of the drawing, put down your name, your city, your state, country where applicable, and we'll draw your names in the next few days to see if you win. So again, name, city, state, country where applicable. Also, today is the first day that you can register for the Physique Transformation Contest. And you can get to that. Let me read to you, and Dana will post this into the comments section here in a little while. You can do it at apps.lifevantage.com/weight loss. And you can get into that and submit your photos and get registered and start going. So it's exciting. I know that here at the company, we're going to be doing a weight loss contest, and I'm going to get into that one again. And
but you have nothing to lose.
Oh, I know. Yes, I do.
I don't have anything to lose, but I'm going to get into it.
Yep, I'm going to get into it and keep losing. But we also have a special that's going on in order to help you start off with your physique transformation contest. So if you buy the Vitality Stack, you will receive 30% off the Physique Protein, Fat Burn, and Cleanse. Plus you get free shipping on the entire order. And I don't know what time period that runs through. Dana, how long does that run?
Till the 22nd.
Till the 22nd. Today is the 18th. So for
oh no, I'm sorry. For 22 days it'll last.
Oh, for 22 days?
Yes.
Wow. That's incredible. So for the next 22 days, you buy a Vitality Stack, these 4 products together, and you can buy them as a Vitality Stack. You'll receive 30% off your purchase of the protein, the fat burn, and the cleanse, plus you get free shipping because you bought all these together. So those are our announcements.
Okay.
Now let's get on with our doctor's interview. Now, as I mentioned, we have Dr. Natalie Chevreau here with us. And,
Bonjour.
Now, you've already heard from her many times and seen her on stage, so we won't go into all the background about her, but Natalie, tell us something about yourself that we don't know about.
Just one?
Oh,
What?
okay, maybe 2.
I love to gamble,
Oh.
and I love to play craps.
Okay, so that's one. What's
Yes.
the second one?
I love to do woodworking. I'm always building something in my garage. It may not be always pretty, but I love woodworking.
Really?
Yes.
I never pictured you doing working.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you carve, or is it more of like building cabinetry, or what?
Building cabinetry, yes. So I have my belt,
Tool
my
belt.
tool belt, my safety goggles, my safety glasses, and people give me a hard time about it, but I'm very safety conscious. My gloves without the fingers, because you have to have a fine touch. And voila, in my heated garage, here I am working. But when I do that, I also think about products. So all of a sudden, I get an inspiration, and on my piece of paper or my 2x4, I write some stuff on it.
Gives you a chance to probably just kind of focus in on something and bring in the creativity.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know that I could ever do anything with woodworking, because you have to have exactness as you cut those pieces of wood to get them together. And for me, I figure if it's within half an inch, that
Ooh.
probably works, right?
That doesn't work.
No,
in
it doesn't work
cabinetry.
in cabinetry.
Otherwise,
no.
you're going to have really warped drawers, and you're not going to be able to close the door. So
Yeah, you have to be within what, like a 64th of an inch or something?
yeah, and I like to do it in millimeters and meters and
Yeah,
centimeters.
millimeters.
It's much easier. So even though after 35 years, I still use centimeters and millimeters for woodworking.
Very good. Well, let's move on to our products. Today since we're running a special on the Vitality Stack, let's talk about the Vitality Stack. What first, kind of give us the idea why we put these products together. How do they work together?
So can I say? No.
Yeah.
So initially we started, as you know, with the nerve 2, okay? Very important for oxidative stress. Then we added the nerve 1 for the mitochondria. So 2 key parts of the body that, when left unchecked, contribute to early aging, okay? Then,
Let me just start off by saying, now that Natalie started talking, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease.
and
Back
you,
to you.
and you can slap me if I start
All
doing a disease claim, okay?
Yeah, if you do, I'll just go, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the name of love. Okay. In the name of love. So now I lost track of my thoughts. So oxidative stress and mitochondrial dysfunction, really a big issue with aging. And as those things really go down the tube, therefore aging is accelerating. Then now, after that, we have the probio, which is so the probio, which is so important for the gut health, because when your gut is healthy, the majority of the body is healthier. And then finally, we have the recent one, the omega plus. So all of those, I want to say, are nutrigenomics, and as opposed to a lot of supplement out there are more, you give the building blocks. So when the building blocks are gone, the benefit is gone. Whereas these nutrigenomics, when you take the activator, I'm going to call those activator, even if the activator is already digested, the gene is still activated and you still get the benefit. So that is the Vitality Stack, Nerve 2, Nerve 1, Probio, and Omega Plus, and they are very complementary to each other, and the whole idea is to support the aging process.
So I get the layout of the products, that these are really more for generally to improve, I won't say lengthening life, but let's say helping us live a healthier life together.
Yes.
And definitely get the probio. I use all of these religiously, but definitely the probio, the gut health. I'm hearing about this more and more, and I've got a couple of questions on this too that I need to ask you. Now, I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around the omega plus. What are normally the omega 3s beneficial for? Because I hear a lot of them that is good for the cardiovascular system. Is it good for the brain? What normally would you take the omega 3s for?
So the way we did our omega, specifically having omega 3, we have more of the DHA versus the EPA, and we chose that ratio because of brain. Because when you age, yeah, you are worried about your heart, but the majority of people are more worried about their brain, losing your brain. I just visited my mother-in-law this weekend. She's 86, and the first thing she asked me, am I losing my brain? I say, no, you are not. Am I losing my mental capacities? No, you are not. This is really what people are thinking about. They don't think about their heart as much, unless you have a known history in your family. But brain power or brain fog, people and losing your normal cognitive function, that's something that people are the most concerned about. So,
and that really, well,
so that's
again, don't want to make a claim, but
no,
but
I'm talking about normal cognitive functions.
Yeah, okay.
So I say normal.
Yeah.
Because we really want the neurons to stay nice and flexible. We want the synapse to be nice and flexible. We want the neurotransmitter to go from one neuron to the next, kind of jumping through the void in between in the synapse, it's called, nicely. So this is why we have a higher DHA, lower EPA, in order to really help the brain, the quality of the neurons and the other brain cells. So that is the first reason you would want to take an omega, because we eat way too much omega-6.
And that's what, normally like
vegetable
vegetable oils?
vegetable oils, so your corn, your safflower, all this kind of oils. Omega-3 comes either from seeds, so chia seeds, flaxseed seeds, walnuts. How much do you eat of those?
Well, I just had a salad today with some walnuts.
Okay.
But I normally don't eat a lot of chia seeds or.
Yeah.
Now I do eat a lot of fish. So
okay, so the next, you do eat a lot of fish in Utah? Man, this is a
well,
sad.
It is a desert.
Sad,
it is a desert.
I mean, you look at the fish counter and man, I'm from Bordeaux, France, and I was here from the ocean. I fish my whole life, and I look at the fish counter in Utah, and I go, oh, because it is sad. I mean,
That's all I got. That's all I got.
So that's why it's so important to rely on an omega-3 and omega-7 product. One that you know where it's coming from, that it's sustainable, that is clean, that is not diluted with vegetable oil like omega-6, because quite a few products out there which are cheaper. People say, well, I'm buying mine from XYZ. First of all, you don't know where it's coming from, and look closely at the label. Make sure there is no vegetable oil hidden, because they help to use, they use vegetable oil to dilute the omega-3, and therefore you pay less. And as I say, we are getting too much of omega-6 already, whether it's in your vegetable or in the meat. And you want to push on your omega-3, and a clean one is really key. And in addition, you have omega-7, which is not a very well-known omega, which has some health benefits. So this is a great combination.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been taking it religiously, and since we came out with it, and I finally got my bottles of it, now that we have, like 3 of these, and I don't know if this is bad, but I've started taking them morning and night, because I figure I get so much omega-6 that I'm going to counterbalance it a little bit more with omega-3s. Is that bad?
No, but you are decreasing your omega-6, so then you're raising your omega-3. So now you're going to have a better, you want a ratio of 4 to 1.
Okay.
4 omega-6 for 1 omega-3. Right now, the majority, the average consumer is a 16 to 1.
Okay.
16 times more omega-6 versus omega-3.
So I'm still probably good on that.
Yes.
Now, the question that I had, and I have 5 kids, and some of them are teenagers, and I have a daughter who's having a breakout with some acne, and we were at the doctor's, and he said, well, she may have an underlying infection that they wanted to treat her with, and so they're going to give her an antibiotic for like 30 days, and I'm like, oh, tons of antibiotics are not good. Well, believe me, I'll take an antibiotic if I have an infection, but to have one consistently like that. But to the doctor's credit, he was saying, look, we've really got to look after your microbiome, and he was worried about that. So I'm definitely having my teenage daughter take this. Now, normally we take 3 of them, right?
Yep.
So we take the 3.
Yep.
I like them because they're the smaller balls now.
Yes.
And because normally I've taken about 15 of these pills because I've got them all, and I'm doing them all at once. And it takes a while to put them down. But does it, let's say that you're on an antibiotic, like my daughter is, should you spread it out over the day, or do you take it all at once, or do you take, a couple in the morning, 1 at night, or could you take 3 in the morning, 3 at night, or what would you, what are your thoughts on that?
My answer is always, first of all, no, actually, my different answer. When she's taking the antibiotics, let's say if she takes the antibiotic in the morning, then take the probiotic at night. Because that antibiotic is going to get into the system. And if she takes the probiotic at the same time, the antibiotic and the probiotic are going to hit at the same time, and bam, the antibiotic is going to hit on the probiotic. So put 12 hours difference. So depending when she has to take her antibiotic. If she has to take the antibiotic every 12 hours, let's say, imagine, I don't know her, then make sure she does the probiotic in between. So antibiotic, 6 hours later, the probiotic, 12 hours later, the next antibiotic, and then in the middle of the night, she may have to go to the bathroom. Well, you know what? People go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah, true.
So
probably not 16-year-olds, but I know
Well, but they may be up until dark 30.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, not together, not the antibiotic and the probiotic together.
So that might hold true for people that would be taking just antibiotics, because I know that a lot of them take that maybe offset them a little bit from your probio.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Good ideas.
And I want to say one more thing about the omega as part of the Vitality. It is a great addition to the Vitality because it's an oil, and especially our Nerve 2, the ingredients in the Nerve 2, Protein Nerve 2, are fat soluble. So you will get even a better absorption or an enhanced absorption of the ingredient in the Nerve 2 when you take it at the same time as the omega.
Very good.
Dun, dun, dun,
Well, then I feel good about taking them all at once.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So now we call these a stack. Kind of give us an idea on why we call it a stack.
Go and ask the marketing group. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She said, go ask the marketing group. But there is a reason.
Yes, there is. So we basically use the, what would you say, the verbiage or that the bodybuilding world is using or the biohacking community is using, the stack. So the bodybuilders, they stack their product in order to improve their stack. So they say, give me my stack so I show you my stack. No? But this is really vernaculars used from the biohacking community, which represent a regimen you will do every day. So our stack, our Vitality stack, are those 4 products that are really complementary to each other, really working on biohacking our biology for better health. Because again, these are nutrigenomics. They work at the gene expression level, and throughout the day, the genes are going to do their stuff, produce the enzyme, the protective enzyme, the protective products that are going to make the cells healthier.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is really where it's coming from. But if you have a different...
Well, no, really, a lot of it's just to accept the proper nomenclature that's being used within the community. I mean, we originally started out by calling them bundles because we were bundling several products together. But then as we learned more and more and studied more and more on the biohacking movement, and it does carry over into the bodybuilding movement, their regimen of products they take daily, they generally refer to them as stacks. Yeah. And so we thought that was a great name and wanted to adopt that terminology into what we do.
Yeah.
Well, Natalie, any other key things you think we ought to know about the Vitality Stack? While you're thinking about that, just a reminder, again, today is, as I said before, is the first day to officially register for the Physique Transformation Contest. And you do that, and we'll post this up in the comments section. Normally we have Dana back there typing everything in, but she's holding the camera right now, so she can't be typing in. But she'll do that in a few minutes. It's apps.lifevantage.com/weight loss. That's where you go in and register. And also that we're running a special on the Vitality Stack. Order this and you'll get 30% off when you purchase the protein, the fat burn, and the cleanse in the Physique. So, and by buying this together, the stack, you get free shipping on all the products. So good deal. Very good deal for us. So,
and we know it's the holidays, so I don't know if you've seen my desk. Have you seen my desk?
Well, I just walked in a minute ago, but I didn't look at it.
I mean, there are sweets, there are treats everywhere. On average, people gain, 5 to 10 pounds during the holiday? So people need to get back. I mean, I'm not telling people do not indulge because, I mean, it's kind of part of the holidays. But also, as I said last week, take your cleanse. Yeah. Get yourself nice and smooth during the holidays. But those holidays are killers. I mean, one gains so much weight between the beverage, the sweets, and the alcohol. So
especially having Thanksgiving and then so close Christmas together, it's kind of like a double whammy.
Yes,
and it's kind of tough.
Yes, indeed. So it's important to get into that context. You enjoy the holidays, but get into the mode of thinking about your health and how to deal with your health right at the beginning of the year, so you can shed those excess flabby pounds and replace them with muscle pounds. Which, remember, they are heavier. So don't freak out about the weight on the scale. Look more at your waist.
Okay.
So.
Well, Natalie, thank you for joining us today. I think this is the first time we've had you on the Doctor Series, right?
Indeed, yes.
Well, good.
Because
Glad
you are sending me all over the world.
Well, I
so
know,
I'm
she's been
always
traveling all over, and you just recently came back from Australia, right?
That was 10 days ago, but this week I came back from New York where I was attending a conference on cosmetic chemistry.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Sounds
very
exciting.
Yeah, actually, it was amazing. It was about stem cells. It was about epigenetics, how it applies to the skin. It was about hair care products. No, it was wonderful.
Very good.
We had about 900 attendees, about 600 scientists. I was in heaven.
Like I said, it sounds really exciting. Well, anyway, so tomorrow we're going to we move on to our leader series, and we're going to have Elite Pro 8 Sam Flake on with us.
Don't forget your hat, Sam.
Yep, he always has a cowboy hat,
Yes.
generally.
Yes.
But we'll look forward to talking to him, and that will be at the same time, which is 1:15 p.m. Mountain Time. And again, don't forget to register for the contest, as well as remember the special on the products. Buy the Vitality Stack and get a 30% discount on the protein, the burn, and the cleanse. And that'll be going on for the next 22 days. Was that right? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe we ought to get a date. That's easier to understand than 22 days. But anyway, we'll have one more broadcast this week. After that, I'm off for the Christmas holidays. Going to be doing some traveling with the family. We're headed out to Dominican Republic, so getting out of the cold, getting into the warm. And then I come back, and then we're right down into Mexico, building homes down there with our foundation. So I look forward to seeing many of you. I think we have 350 or so of all of you leaders coming down and joining us in Mexico. It's going to be a great time. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Natalie, thank you for being with us today.
My pleasure. And hello, everybody out there.
And if we miss you on the next broadcast tomorrow, just know that we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And fabulous holidays.
Yes. All right. We'll see you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.